Jerry's home. Look at this kitty. Full of burrs. Full of burrs. Oh my gosh. Ew. Jerry. The little stickers. Oh man. I have to deal with that in a minute. I just made a bug out bag, as they say. Not super serious one, just kind of like a ordinary bug out bag. No, he's not a bad kitty. He is a very happy cat. He gets to go outside all day and then he comes in at night. He's living my animals have the best life. My cat and dog live the best life. My dog's got more friends than I do. She's out right now. It's her boyfriend's brother she's like running around with because he keeps coming around. They look exactly the same, except the brother, who's not the alpha, he's the beta, he whines a lot. He's a whiner. He's a whiny boy. So that's how I can tell the difference between the two of them is they look exactly alike, except one of them's a little bitch and the other one's an alpha. I hope he's not in pain, but they say when dogs are in pain, they pant. They pant really heavy, and then you gotta check to see if there's a wound anywhere. But nah, he just whines. He's a whiner boy. He's a beta. He's a little beta. He's a little baby beta. All right. I don't really, have much to say other than the title. I packed my car. I made a bug out bag. Well, I should probably, because it's like you kind of want like one backpack you can just carry. And then, like the car, obviously, better situation. You can pack it with, stuff to wash up and towels, blankets, pillow, dog food, cat food. Because I think that I think this country is going to get invaded, and I think they're seriously going to kick down doors and be like, "This is my house now. You gotta go. Don't ever put up a fight." I was just thinking how funny it's going to be because the Holy Spirit is telling us to do this, to prep for this. So if you're not really feeling inclined to do it, maybe your area is not targeted. But I feel inclined through the Holy Spirit to do this today. I didn't even want to do it today because I worked all day and I was lazy. I was like, I just kind of feel like being lazy. And usually, because I'm a lady of leisure, usually I would just be lazy. But I really felt convicted to get it done. So, yep. And then I got for myself for food like beef jerky, nuts. So you want like protein and fats because it's for your brain. Don't like pack a lot of snacks that are. You want like super nutrient heavy snacks. You need to think mostly in terrible situations. Like the food is for your brain. Like forget about everything else. The food's gonna be for your brain. So walnuts, cashews, and beef jerky, and in bags that are like individual pouches because I found out last year that beef jerky will actually mold because I bought some and like was planning on storing it and it molded. It was gross. Uh, and then out here in the country, what's super weird is some of the food that I bought like big quantities of. I got moths. Like moths are nesting and they were nesting in the chicken food. And I just found them. I have a package of hemp seeds, but you don't use the whole thing. Obviously, it's a huge container of hemp seed. I saw there were like bugs starting to like grow in there. I say, I found one. It was like, what the hell? It's like they're sprouting and flying out of the package, and I was like, ew. It's always something out in the country. It's like constant pest control. You get rid of one pest, and then you find you have other pests. You get rid of the rats, and now I got moths. I'm like, geez, Louise. It's funny that the moths are in the chicken food, but chickens eat bugs. So it's on like a sealed container. I tried to spray some permethrin in there, which is what you would put if chickens have mites, you would spray it on them or in their coop. But I thought I would just spray permethrin on their feed. I don't think it did much, and I'm like, well, you don't want to waste the feed, and it's like, well, chickens do eat bugs. And I looked it up. Moths do not turn into worms for them, so they're not going to get worms from these bugs. So it's a very buggy country area. It's always something. But at least it's not coyotes and snakes, you know? Oh my god, Jerry's so funny. He's like so happy he's full of birds. It's like he's excited about it. So yeah, I was like laughing, thinking to myself, these migrants, or I say migrants, I don't know who it's going to be, migrants, super soldiers, whatever, just show up to your door and they're like, get the fuck out. This is our house now. And you're like prepared for it. So you're like, okay, just grab your wallet, get your dog on a leash, just leave. And they'll be like, that was weird. But I'm curious to see who is targeted because if you think about it, like if you fell down the totem pole during COVID, like you didn't get the vaccine, right? So you couldn't get a job, and then you accumulated debt, and then your taxes are behind, and your taxes are so far behind, and you can't get blood out of a stone. And also, you're kind of glad because you don't want to fund their wars anyway. You're kind of like, not a divergent, unvaccinated, non taxpayer, Jesus preaching fearless person. I wonder if that's the list. Because some people think that they're going in the rapture, and I don't know about that. I don't know. But I felt Holy Spirit was like, nah, do this now. Just get it out of the way. Do it now. Because, yeah, they're going to just be like kicking down doors and stuff. Gunpoint. This is my house now. I had dreams of it. It's already happening in other places. Look at, or like, if it wasn't just propaganda, Aurora, Colorado, like they told you, like this can happen in your area. If it wasn't just some kind of like half true, half fake story, it got popular enough. Like they're trying to warn you, like they're trying to tell you, like this can happen where you are. I think everyone has a pretty good idea of what they would pack, so I'm not going to go over all that. But I think it's just clothes that like warm, like a wool sweater, down coat, thick jeans, obviously wool socks. Definitely get wool socks. I'm just a big sock fan. I'm a fan of good socks because they're so nice to have when it's cold. It's almost like when your feet are cold, like you can't sleep, like you can't do anything. It's the worst feeling. And then when wool socks don't overheat. So if you get warm, it's not like your feet are going to sweat. Wool socks, they go for like $20 a pop. You better buy 3 of them. And I have a pair, I kid you not. I have a pair of wool socks that I bought 15 years ago with my hiking boots. They're Morel brand socks. I probably only wore them 2 times. But this is how valuable wool socks are to me. They have stayed with me in all my moves for 15 years. I think like those, and there's a necklace I have of like all the things that have stuck with me. I thought it would be fun to collect all the things that are as old as like I've lived on my own. I thought it would be fun to do an Instagram post of like, these are the items that have made it through my adulthood. I think I have a Coach bag that is over 15 years old. But it's the kind of bag you would wear in Europe if you don't want people snatching your money and credit cards. It's like a really slim crossbody bag. I'm like, I can't justify getting rid of it because it's such high quality, and I should probably switch actually my bag over. So, yep. Prepare for some type of invasion. I can't imagine, like, where I'm from in upstate New York, I can't imagine them invading that area because they didn't get any warning. Like, no offense to people in upstate New York, like, I don't know, there's, like, a different principality up there that I'm like, I don't think they're hearing from the Holy Spirit. Like, I don't think they're getting any warning. I think Texas will be very targeted. Very targeted. Because, yeah, we got damn good warning. No excuse. No excuse in this area, I'll tell you that much. Holy smokes, no excuse. But, yeah, I mean, up in upstate New York, they're pretty much just like really want Trump to get into office. And that's like what they mostly talk about. There's no Christian churches up there. There's no, like, nobody preaches the gospel. It's very Catholic, very Jewish. So yeah, probably like interestingly enough, though, if the Holy Spirit of Christians leave the South and go like anywhere else, then they'll be able to spread the gospel, and their life is going to be their experience of what they're going through is going to be a testimony to everyone else. You know, like I could just go to upstate New York and preach the gospel of Jesus, and people will be like, that's nice. And a lot of them long time known it, but they don't evangelize where I'm from. So yeah, they're like, oh, that's nice. But it's another thing if you're like, I literally just had to leave behind all my belongings, get in my car, and drive here because our state was taken over by, invading migrants or whatever. I hate the word migrants. Let's just say super soldiers. Then there's a new layer. Maybe they'll want to hear the gospel because it's the Holy Spirit that is gonna shield you from danger. What's up, Rowdy Wood? Bug out bag. That's good stuff. Don't leave the house without your bug out bag and your rifle. Yeah, a nice pack a snack. Pack a little snack. I love all the analogies that people have for guns. My favorite is pack a snack. Make sure you pack a snack. Bug out bags are definitely important at this stage in the game. I'm surprised I haven't made one sooner. So, alrighty, that's that. You're the right kind of people. Love y'all so much. Have a beautiful night. Talk to you again really soon.